Rio.
That's how Slot's feeling, you know. He's feeling like that. Like, yeah, man, everything's just nice. Everything's nice around there. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for joining me for this evening show. Okay, this evening show. But obviously, well, I don't know. Obviously, you know what I want you to do when I come around there. Please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the like and subscribe button and also hit the notification button. I will be happy. Thank you for joining for this epic showdown that we have on our hands. The epic showdown that is happening tomorrow evening. Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspurs in the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. First leg ended in a victory for Spurs, 1-0. So obviously Liverpool were looking to overturn that 1-0 deficit in this epic showdown. Okay. Listen, what we're going to do first off, we're going to go through the press conference. Obviously, pick the bones out of it. I should be joined by my friend Solar P1. Should be joined by him and hopefully Toto. But Solar P1 did say he's on his way in like 10 minutes, so I should be joined by him very, very shortly. Okay, so first off, we're going to look at the press conference. Okay, we're going to look at that. You know what I mean? At this press conference, yes.
Yeah. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. First off, we'll just start with Trent Alexander-Arnold, if that's okay. Just wondering how he is and if he's going to miss any game time.
Yeah, he is going to miss the game tomorrow. So, and we have to see if he's able to play Sunday. But what we do know is that he's not available for tomorrow.
What kind of injuries is it? Thigh problem?
Yeah, I think you saw that he left the pitch.
I think at the end of the day, we actually thought that was going to happen. We thought, that he will not make an appearance for tomorrow's game. Which he thought was going to happen. He begged to come off the other day against we're playing Bournemouth. He begged to come off because he, obviously had that injury and such. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully, what can happen is that he can literally miss out tomorrow, and I would even let him miss out Sunday as well, and then come back for the Everton game very, very strong. So, but I think we all knew that was going to happen. Let's get back to it.
With a bit of a pain in his leg, so that's why he misses the game tomorrow. But he's already on the pitch, not with the team, but with the rehab coach. So let's see how long it's going to take. But he will not be available tomorrow.
Obviously, it's the first time we've spoken to you since the end of the transfer window. So I'm just wondering, it's another quiet one at Liverpool. So just wondering your thoughts on the window as a whole, and because I don't know many coaches that quite often say I don't want any players during the window.
I don't know, but maybe there are not many managers that have such a good squad as I have. So I've said it many times. We have a very good squad, and if you look at the league table, I think the players have shown that the trust we have in them was.
Yeah, but somewhat think that he's supposed to say that. That's what he's supposed to say. Do you know what I mean? And this is the only good squad at the day because you haven't got much injuries. You know what I mean? If you get hit with major injuries, you're going to realize that that players should have been brought in summer. Do you know what I mean? So it's what I'm saying is it's all right saying that now. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, if I had that team now where there's no injuries and that, I will be saying the same thing. But when injury hits and I hope we've got the same energy. Do you know what I mean? I hope not just Slot. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not down to Slot, but I hope the whole of them got the same energy as they do now. We're telling Slot to say, look, we got a good squad in the Nace. Look where we are on the table in the league. Look where we are in the Champions League, and we got a good squad. Which initially is a good squad, but it's inflammable like the rest of the teams that you have in the league. Do you know what I mean? Steve, never walk around and said, let's go, champ. Also says Arnie telling Arnie telling Porky's about we have a elite squad. He's just reading off FSG him sheet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, my bro. All right, let's have a look at more of this. Actually, put this up first. Yeah, we have more of this press conference.
Correct. And we don't have, apart from Trent now, maybe for a few days, but we don't have many injuries, not long-term injuries, in moments that the windows is open. So we did have some injury problems with Alisson, with Jota, and with some others. But at the moment, I think apart from Trent, they're all available again today. So then there's not a reason to add something to the team unless you have a chance in the market. But yeah, that's something we saw last time with the goalkeeper we brought in, which is not here, but we did brought him in because we saw there's a chance in the market. But for now, we are happy with the team we have.
I just want to ask you about VAR.
You know what is, and you know what that is, right? That is typical FSG talk. Typical FSG talk. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Typical FSG talk. Let me just do something quick. Typical FSG talk. I don't want to hear none of it. Okay, I'll read off this so I don't have to squawk like that. Steve Never Walker says, Arnie trying to win the quad or title or Champions League with his best 14 players. He needs a lot of lady luck and needs to be very lucky with injuries and fatigue. Fact, my friend. That is big facts. Also, as well, he says, Stephen O'Gorgon says, if I was in this room with Arnie, I would have asked him how many fit quality centre backs he has available tomorrow's game. Yeah, exactly. And also, Steve says, Arnie FSG pitch. Yeah. Yeah, he's not doing himself any favors. He's not doing himself. Why we have loaned Dan's out? Well, that's exactly. We should have never loaned Dan's out. I think he should have developed with the club, to be fair. Right, let's go back to the
we know the discussions about semi-automated offsides coming in before the end of the season and referees announcing key decisions to the crowd for next season. Just want to know your thoughts on
that. For me, that's not necessary because
semi-automated offsides. Are you kidding me? Trudeau said, "Why have we loaned out Dan's?" To me, at the end of the day, I think they wanted to go to Sunderland to get some minutes in order for his development. You know what I mean? Why he couldn't have got that with Liverpool, I don't know. He should have been able to get that with Liverpool. Sorry, there's 7U in the chat at the moment. Please do not leave without hitting the like button and subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, so I don't know why he couldn't do all the sort of stuff that he's doing at Sunderland at Liverpool. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. FSG loaned out Dan's Bicetics to get the loan fee in. Exactly. Cheap, broke FSG have no interest in winning trophies under FSG. Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Do you know what I mean? Exactly my point. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Right, let's get back to the press conference.
I see when the referee makes a decision, I go 2 steps backwards and I see the live coverage of everything, but that's probably not available for every fan in the stadium. So if the fans like it and it's something nice for the fans, then let's do this. I wonder if we're all going to like this, but yeah. For me, it's not necessary, but if the fans really like it, let's continue with this. And let's see if they do, because the last time it happened, I was there. It was in in the Spurs stadium. Yeah, that was so obvious that it was not really necessary to announce that it was offside. I think the one where we were all more interested in, why didn't he give the second yellow card? And that is something he didn't have to explain. But I think maybe if he would have explained it, it was in disadvantage for the home.
Yeah, I'm just going to reply to this comment. Yeah, there is no extra time in the Carabao Cup. Basically, if you get to the end of and I'm sure at the end of the day, if you get to the end of the game and it's still it's like a draw or what draw, so you know what I mean, whether it be on aggregate or drawn and they go to penalties. They get to penalties. I'm sure they do that. So big up Lab LFC. Big up Lab LFC. You seem to be new around there. Please do not leave without hitting the subscribe button and the like button, please. And also make sure you hit the notification button. You'll be notified every time I go live. We have a fixture pile up coming up this month. Is i.e. 7 games in 21 days. Squad going to be on its knees very soon. Yeah, well, we all said it, Steve. We all said it. Big up, Steve. He says we already have a super thin squad, and loaning out Dan's and not bringing back Bicetic makes no footy sense, but makes great business sense for FSG. Cheap broke FSG out. Well, it always comes down to that, I'm afraid. It always comes down to that. Let's get back to the press conference.
Team, then maybe there comes even more pressure on the referee. So I wonder if it's a good thing for the referee, because he's already under a lot of pressure in every game from the home fans. And I think this him explaining if it's against the home team would even add more pressure in the next and the next and the next decision he has to make. But they always tell me they are very well trained for this, which I am certainly not, because if I have to blow my whistle during a training session, then I'm always like, okay, he's a bit frustrated. Let's give him the free kick for the next time. But so I will probably not be a good referee. But yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Mike? Hi, on a different game, different competition, different circumstances. But in terms of reference points for the game against Tottenham, how valuable was that match against Bournemouth? Because it had a real cup-tie feel to it in terms of the ebb and flow of the game.
Yeah, but I think every game we play, every training session we have, we are trying to work on our habits. And what I mean with that is we have to do as much thing in the right way as we can. And every time after the session, we have a post-match, after the game or the session, we have a post-match meeting, and we tell them what they did well and what they can improve. As a result of that, we are hoping that they're going to make steps during the season constantly to come as close as we can to the perfect game in the end of the season. So a game like this definitely helped, but it's the same Forest away or the same away against Brentford. We learn from every single game we play, because every single game we are faced with different challenges. And the more challenges you face, the better you are ready for the next one.
It's kind of like half-time in the tie after the 1-0 defeat at Tottenham. It's unusual for Liverpool to be behind in terms of since you took over this season. Do you have to prepare the players mentally for the game against Tottenham, the second leg, because it is different territory, and to go behind at Anfield, all of a sudden it becomes a really tall order, not impossible, but more difficult?
No, I don't think I have to prepare them differently than to any other game, because from now until the end of the season, and that's been already the whole season, and I think as long as Liverpool exists, if you play in this shirt, you need to win the game.
I think really and truly, you just prepare the best way you can, really. That's all you can do. I don't think there's any different preparations and such. I just think you prepare the best way that you can. Do you know what I mean? You know, because like when you start treating sort of like other games different, you know what I mean? Like basic, and then you start preparing, you prepare sort of like more better for this team than what you would for that team. That's when you get in trouble. I think you should just prepare the same. Go in with the same mentality. The mentality is that that you want to win the game, and you can do everything in your power to win the game. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just prepare. To me, at the day, it's literally preparing the same as you would in a league cup game, FA Cup game, or Champions League game. Do you understand? FSG is still monitoring Gonzalez, even though he joined City. Yeah, we are literally officially monitoring FC. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, it makes no sense.
For tomorrow, that's for Sunday, that's for Wednesday afterwards, and the game after that. So even if we go 1-0 down in the league or whatever tournament we are in, we try and want to win the game. That's also what we tried in the away game against Tottenham. I think we were quite close to get a result over there till the last few seconds. We were down to 10 and conceded a goal. Yeah, there's nothing changes for this game compared to all the others. If you wear this shirt, if you go out at Anfield, there's only one thing that is expected of you, and that's winning the game.
Yeah.
On the unusual front, it's unusual for a two-legged tie to take place so far apart. Does that make sort of difference? Well, obviously, had a whole transfer window between the two games. Usually they're back-to-back, like week after week. Does that make a difference for anything?
Yeah. And now you tell me, I'm like, yeah, you were right. Is this unusual for England as well, or is this usual in the League Cup?
It's unusual, I think, for this one. I'll use this for a part.
Okay. Yeah. Not that it matters a lot, but
I like that one. I like this one, Steve. I remember chuckling there. We used to be sell to buy club on FSG. Now it's sell to sell policy only. I like it. When is Jota Chiesa back? They are back already. They're back already. It was on the bench the other day at Bournemouth. It was on the bench, so they are back. So I expect to see them play tomorrow evening if he start off the bench or whether he wants to start with them. But I do expect them to see them tomorrow evening. Right, let's get on this.
If you play 1 week later than normally, you face exactly the same team again. And now with all the injuries Tottenham had last time we played them, would have been a bit more in our advantage if we played them 1 week later again. Although we lost against the ones that were fit that time. But indeed, they did brought in 3 players, I think. One of them was already there. The goalkeeper was already there in the window. So now we face two different ones. I wonder if Mickey van der Ven is ready to play. He of course, has a big impact on that team. So yeah, it might change the quality we face tomorrow compared to the last time. But we were already not able to win from the team that played last time. So it's going to be a difficult one, which we know. If you reach the semi-final against Tottenham, you know it's going to be a difficult one. But I think we will be better than the last time as well.
With Trent being out, it makes an opportunity for Connor Bradley maybe to play. After his experience in Eindhoven, was that an important learning curve for him?
He played the game against Tottenham also back then. I just said it as well. I think every single game, every single training session has something to learn. Or if it isn't, then it wasn't a good training session I gave them, because I think you're trying to give them something where they can learn from every single session, every single game. And that is something I think we played in Eindhoven quite a good game if you take into account the team we've played with. So this team hardly ever played with each other. But we did concede 3 goals. And if I then take a closer look at those 3 goals, I don't even think we did much wrong. but only some small details, and that is something at the level like PSV or tomorrow. If you do a small detail wrong, you can concede a goal, and yeah, that's also something. The feedback we gave Connor, and he wasn't involved in every goal, but he was in one, in my opinion, where he didn't follow the overlap aggressive enough, and that led to I think the third goal.
Hi, Arne. You've spoken previously about your desire to get more goals and chances for your number nines. In the last 6 games, the starting number nines only had 4 shots on target from nearly 400 minutes. However, in those 6 games, you've also had a goal from Jota, 2 goals from Nunes of Brentford, and 2 from Gakpo from that central position on the pitch. So, are you happy for your central striker to be more of a facilitator, or are you still trying to get them more goals?
I will be happy if that player becomes both. So facilitator, nice word. I didn't know that one yet. And scoring goals himself. That's again what we want to achieve in the end. But I also saw the penalty from Cody where Lucio as a 9 played the part without even touching the ball. So he dragged the centre back out, which led to the fact that Cody was in a 1v1. And he made a deep run and got tripped, which led to the penalty. So in the end, you want attackers, midfielders to score. We've spoken about our attacking midfielders.
Yeah, just to obviously talk about, that penalty over the weekend. Just need to get something straight, yeah? No matter how lightly you touch a player, no matter how heavy you touch a player, yeah, it is a penalty. If you trip a player in the era, in the penalty era, it is a penalty. You know what I mean? So, there's no point in these fans coming out and saying, oh, he hardly touched him. He touched him. You can see it the day he touched him. He took his back leg away. Do you know what I mean? And that's making him fall over. It's a penalty. Out and out penalty. Do you know what I mean? And he's lucky and they didn't get a yellow card or a red card or whatever it may be. Do you know what I mean? But it's a penalty. Simple as that. It's a penalty. And to be fair, in the day, to Bournemouth to judge their game on just that, you had many chances in there to go in front or even level in there, but you just didn't take a chances. Liverpool did. And it's just literally as simple as that. Steve, who never walk alone, says his team for tomorrow will be Becca, Brad, Kanate, VVD, Tsimikas, McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Salah, Dom, Gappo, Nunes, starting 11 tomorrow. That's quite good. I like that. Very strong. Shows intent, Steve. Did you see Arsenal's first 3 goals versus City? City helped them to score. To help them to score them. Yeah, they did. That was a fix. I don't care what anybody says to me. That game on Sunday was a fix. You know what I mean? City wanted Arsenal to win, so they literally laid down. Because you watch what happens at the day when they play. When we play them at the Etihad, you watch what happens at the day. They'll put on a much more clinical performance than that. They would definitely. Arsenal only created 2 goals without City's helping them. Facts. That is facts. Steve also says even Stevie Wonder can see it was a foul in the box, which means it's a pen. Facts again. Stevie also says, it was a clear pen. Why Lewis Cook knew he fouled Gapper. He knew. He doesn't say he knew. He said it. He said to the guy, yeah, it was a foul. He said it. Do you know what I mean? Also, at Etihad, City turned into prime Barca against us. Oh yeah. I even think it. And then when they're playing, there was if they was playing us at Anfield, they would turn up. They wouldn't put in a performance like that against Arsenal.
Well, we need to get goals from many positions, including centre backs that can score from set pieces also. So that's what I just said. We are trying to work on the training ground and with the feedback we give them after the game to make the team better and better and better. And in the end, the number 9 should be a facilitator like a winger, but a winger and a 9 should also score goals.
Last one for the
Just that stop the goalkeeper situation.
Yeah, we've got the last question. We've got the last question coming up. That's given to our other. Yes, my friend, Anthrop 16. Big up to you. Yes, Rod Dad. Big up to you, my friend. And make sure you guys go over and hit a like and subscribe to Anthrop 16's channel. Very, very genuine guy. Does some really, really good content. And he's a good friend of mine. So go over there and show him some support. He does some good content. You know what I mean? You won't be sorry. So big up, Anthrop. Also, United turning to prime Barca against us in 2-2 draw. Since then, they have shit the bed in other games. That's facts as well. That is facts as well. Cheers, brother, legend. No, don't mention it, bro. Don't mention it, bro. You're a good friend of mine, and you're my brother. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? People go over and support my brother. Rob in the house. Stevenson. Right, let's get the last question that was obviously given to Arlie Slot in this press conference. Let's go get it. Let's get it.
Decision, obviously, we play this competition a lot. We played Allison in the first leg, so do you know what you can do there?
I know, but the two goalkeepers don't know yet. So if I'm going to leave this room, I'm going to go to the media next door, and then afterwards I'm going to inform the goalkeepers which decision I've made.
Just on your squad, you said it's only Trent out. That means you do have to leave players out your squad on the match day. As a manager, I guess that is the luxury you want. But how do you go about that news? Because obviously Chiesa and Gomez missed out at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
How do you deliver that and keep them upbeat to keep going?
Yeah, that is one of the only things I don't understand here in England. So everywhere around the world and in Europe as well, when we play Champions League, we can take 23 players to the game. And we are here in a country where we play the most games, especially like the likes like Aston Villa, us, Arsenal, Chelsea, all the ones that are playing in Europe. And we have the League Cup over here and the FA Cup. So we play so many games. So if you are able to play all these games, you need a big squad. That seems to be fair to me. And then one of the things is so important for a manager. So to pick the first 11 is difficult, but to tell someone that he's not even in the squad makes it even harder. So I don't understand why we don't go to 23 in this country, because this country plays the most games everywhere around the world. And we only have 20 players that we can take to the game. So it's not for that game, because 9 substitutes are more than enough, but to keep the dressing room going, because you need more than 20 players in this country because we play so many games. Do you then understand what I mean? Yeah. So it's not for this one game. It's more as a team like us or Arsenal, all the ones that play Europe, you need more than 20 players. So why can't we bring 23 players to the game instead of 20? But since it is the rule over here, that is probably going to be the most difficult decision I have to make for tomorrow, not the first 11. But to leave someone out that works so hard on a daily basis, that wants to be involved in the game as well, and not even taking him to the game, that's the hardest decision for me to make. Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a press conference. Literally, and then they sort of like, he just the last bit he was talking about was the fact that of like not being able to take 23 players to a match day, like they do in obviously on the continent. We could only take 20, and he's just saying basically the amount of games that we play. You know what I mean? Like obviously League Cup, FA Cup, League, and obviously in Europe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be able to take a bigger squad than they two games, and they can't understand why it isn't. And I agree with him. Do you know what I mean? Because like the physical demands are such that requires like a big squad. So
Yeah, is that just
maybe,
in England?
yeah, just in England, yeah. He goes across.
Oh, God.
He goes like when he was obviously in Holland, and he was able to take 23 players. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
made that a bit easier because what he's trying to say at the end of the day, right? Obviously, at the end of the day, it's not a nice feeling that they having to tell somebody in the day, well, you're not in the squad this week.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it's not down to the fact that they haven't been training hard, they haven't been doing this and doing that.
It's the numbers, and
It's the fact of the day, it's the numbers. I could only have 20 players, and some 3 players are going to have to miss out. It's just
Yeah.
who are the 3 players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes when we don't see like certain players in the squad, it's not because of the day they're sort of like they may be sort of like ill or injured. It's because of the day they can't pick them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a like I don't know, it's a bit of a shit show, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I didn't know that, you know.
yeah, neither did I till he told me, till he said it. I did not know at all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so it's one of them ones. It's literally one of them ones. All right, let's go through the player lineup, my friend.
Just in time. Sorry, I was late.
No, it's all good.
I forgot all about the video, you know,
Mess.
because my video was due for around about 7ish, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've put mine back because Toto's gone boxing in it, so he won't be back.
We have in my box.
Yeah, he does boxing. Oh, he boxes as well. But
What is that? You, Toto?
Yeah, Toto boxing, man. He does it for his because he does racing and that. Yeah, it keeps him in shape, innit? So he does boxing, and he won't be back till about 8. So we're doing about 7:45. So we're doing our video just after 8.
Go on, Toto. I used to box back in the day when I was a youth, man.
Yeah. But it's good training, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Okay. I just see something in the day.
Big up to everybody in the chat anyway, Stevie. Big up to Amrob every time.
Yeah, I just see.
I had fun yesterday anyway. Big up.
It was good. Lab NFC. Big up yourself. He said Nunes needs to start. Not happy with Diaz up front.
I'm not either.
So, yeah, that's what he said. Look, you know what I mean? What's your feelings on that?
I think Nunes should start. I've never liked seeing like they've tried it a couple of times with Diaz as that 9, and it just doesn't work. I just don't think he's not clinical enough. I'm not saying Nunes is, but at least with Nunes he's got the pace. And I think when he came on and he scored them goals, he was on a high, and he was on like a big high. But now they've kind of like dialed him back again. It's like that momentum has been crushed again. He's back to coming off the bench. I haven't really seen him playing lately. I want to see him playing more, because when he scored them 2 goals, his confidence must have been up there. And that's when I think Marnish should have played him a bit more after that, but he hasn't.
I just think I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? He deserved much more than what he was getting. Seriously.
Yeah, he got us out of crap that game, didn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right. Also, Solar in the house. Yeah, big up, Steve.
Big up, bro.
Right. So let's get it.
What's all this thing what's all this going on with the Arteta thing we was talking about? Talk Sport about the way they're talking about
basically what it is, right? I'll just take this out for a second. We can explain about it. Basically, what it is, right, is on Sunday, yeah. Obviously, they beat Arsenal beat sort of like Man City, right? They both beat Man City, but basically, day, right? The Arsenal man then was poking fun at Haaland and the team, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Remember what we did? He go like Gabriel mimicked throwing something in his head.
Yeah.
His head, and then obviously there was a celebration that Luis Skelly done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I saw it done with Haaland.
Yeah, right. So what it is today, right, is in the fixture before, right, at the Etihad, right, Haaland at the end of the day, right, was taking the piss out of them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Haaland threw the ball at the back of Gabriel's head. Haaland was the one that pushed it, sort of like Arteta, and said, like, you know, he said to Arteta, "Stay humble, huh?" Remember? He goes, "Stay
Yeah, I
humble."
know. I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then the man's that come in and there was all arguing. Haaland goes to the guy and he goes, "I want to talk to you." I was talking to him. Because so they go, "What the F has it got to do with you?" Blah 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 blah. Right? So there's all this thing about that, because what it is, Gary Neville must have come out and said, right?
He was egging it on.
Yeah. Gary Neville was egging it on, because Gary Neville come on and said, like, about how, you know what I mean, don't be surprised if
it kicks off or not. I heard him.
No, Lou said gets his leg snapped. Don't be surprised if he gets his leg snapped. And also Jason Cundy weighed in the same.
I heard him. I don't like him. I do not like that man.
I never liked
I
that guy.
do not. There's a racist undertone somewhere about him.
Yeah.
I'm not like him, you know. Not like him. From day one, trust me. Because the thing about it, if that geezer, the skelly guy, if he was a white dude, and he was doing that, so he'd egg him on and go, "Yeah, come on, it's only football." But he's saying, he shouldn't be saying something like that because you know what happened to Haaland's dad with Roy Keane. He's egging it. At least the guy was a celebration, man. That's all it was. It was a celebration. Who cares?
No, the thing is about anything that, right? I can't wrong the Arsenal lot and anything that, because what it is, the Man City lot did that to them at the Etihad and everything.
Exactly.
So what goes around comes around.
Exactly.
Right? And I always say this, you know, Solo. I always say this, and I've been saying this for years now. Years on top of years, right? If you can't take it, don't give it.
Yeah. But I don't think Haaland was rattled. Haaland didn't care. Haaland was just there joking. He just pointed at the Premier League badge on his arm. That's all he did. That's all he did.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what this big commotion is on and what everyone is still talking about this incident. Who cares?
Do you know what it is? It's the pundits here, these so-called pundits, right, that are making it more worse than what it is. Because as you pointed out, and Haaland and they took it in stride, and he even give it back to them. He even give it back to, like, saying that, obviously pointing at his team, he give it back to them. Yeah. So Haaland and them and they, it's nothing to them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? It's the pundits like, you know, Gary Neville, Jason Cundy, and so forth, and that are making it more than what it is.
Yeah, because they want to, because they're just sad in it.
They got nothing else going on.
Let's face it, the legacy media is dying, just like with regarding sports and news. It's all on YouTube and that now. That's where the news is. Yeah.
Hobbled, Cundy, little muppet,
little rat.
He is. Even, you know what? And then even that Jamie O'Hara, I don't think Jamie O'Hara likes him.
I got nothing against Jason. You know, Jason, the one who used to play for Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah,
Spurs fan. I got
Jamie
nothing against him. It's Condy. I don't like. It's Condy.
Yeah, but there's
something about him. There's something about him I just don't like.
Yeah, but I'm thinking as well that Jamie O'Hara doesn't even like it. I don't think Jamie O'Hara likes it.
No.
If he was to pull Jamie O'Hara one away and say, "Do you like that fella?" He'll tell you no.
Yeah, he's just doing it because it's his job.
Yeah, Condy called Liverpool boring. He's a prick. Yeah, he did. Do you remember? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And Jamie O'Hara had to sort of pull him up and say, "What are you talking about?"
I know. What about Chelsea under Mourinho? They was really entertaining, wasn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Part of the bus, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jealous. Because this so-called Chelsea who spent over $1 billion are doing absolutely nothing. And then Arne Slot comes along. Nobody knew nothing about him, and now look what he's doing in the league, and they just can't take it.
Of course.
That's all it is.
I'm just sad Muppets. Right, Alisson's coming in goal tomorrow, yeah?
Standard, 100.
Alisson's in goal tomorrow.
I want that final. I want to get to the final.
Yeah. Becker.
Right. Arsenal play tonight, don't they?
Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
So am I. What time's the Arsenal game on?
8 o'clock.
Oh, so you can watch that and still do the play lineup with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only going to be 10 minutes and I'm going to go and watch the Arsenal game.
You know what I mean? All right. The club, okay. So
Gary Neville is rat.
He's a dick.
I know.
We got no Conor
Bradley.
It's Conor Bradley because we got no Trent. He's injured, yeah? He's injured. And I think keep him out until this thing, Everton game. Keep him out to the Everton game. Okay. Calione, big up. He says,
Yeah,
Jason
big.
Cundy is a muppet.
Yes.
Facts, he is a fact. He's a muppet. Can't stand him. Michael
That was it.
Calione says,
Oh God.
Conde says that Virgil ain't even top 10 Prem centre back of all time. He's a fucking idiot. He's just a
He just doesn't like Scousers, and that's all it is.
He's just an idiot. You know what is it? No, what you just said in the day, right? Where there's a racist undertone to him. I think there is.
That's my opinion. I don't care. There's something about that guy I just don't like.
Yeah. Konate come back in, yeah?
Yeah, Konate, definitely, yeah.
Konate comes back in.
We got to go strong in this game.
Yeah. And obviously, Big Verge.
Yeah.
Big Verge.
Yeah, see? Frab agrees.
Yeah.
Something about him.
Would you put Costas in or Robertson?
Robertson,
okay.
yeah. When's the last time we played? Was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, he was good enough.
Yeah, you never played on Saturday. Did he play?
I think he played for a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Robbo will start up. Look, I know Timmy Cass is a bit younger, yeah, but I'll still pick Robbo over Timmy Cass.
Yeah. Amthrop says he's defo racist, mate.
Yeah.
Proper, unhinged, cringy, little weirdo. Wish that Muppet no luck. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I've got something. I know you can tell, man. You can tell. Talking about Roy Keane, going, what's the Roy Keane got to do with it? He goes, I remember Roy Keane, what Roy Keane did to Haaland's dad, and he goes, what goes around comes around. It's like basically implying, yeah, that Haaland's gonna kick him up down in the future. The kid's a youth, man. He just finished his GCSEs. You get me? He just finished his GCSEs, you know.
Do you know what it is?
Jesus.
But you know what it is and everything that, right? What that shows me at the day, right? What Roy Keane done to his dad, that shows me that he condones that.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And he's supposed to be a journalist here, and he's on TV, whatever.
That's why at the end of the day, that's why he's a wrong one. That's what
I mean. He's a wrong one. And I'm surprised that TalkSport, are not going to pull him in for saying that, because that's been spreading all over the internet, you know.
They won't, because they're just as much as wrong as what he is. We can go full strength, 100%, because Plymouth FA Cup on the weekend, on Sunday.
I saw Robbie go on there and call him out as well.
Yeah.
Robbie went on there and called him out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gravenberch
every time. Gravenberch and McAllister.
Dotty Gravy's in there. Gravy, and have obviously Endo on the bench, isn't it?
Yeah. If we're like winning like second half and it's comfortable, then bring on Endo.
Yeah. So this is our lineup so far. We've got Alisson Becker in goal. We've got Bradley as right back, Konate and Virgil, you two centre backs, and then Robertson as left back, and then the two midfield playing the double pivot will be Gravenberch and McAllister.
Yeah.
So on your right hand side, you're gonna have Salah, yeah?
Yeah.
Salah. On the left, Gakpo,
yeah.
Now, as the 10, I will play Elliot. You know, I will start with Elliot.
No, I think he's going to play Sabazalai. I think Elliot's going to start in the FA Cup game.
Yeah. So
I think he'll play Sabo, and then most of these players here are going to be rested.
Yeah, you're right. And then obviously Nunes up front.
look what Stevie said.
No, I'm gonna get on it. All right, get on it. Steve's on ice there.
Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat, man. It's nice to see you guys again.
What do you think about Simon Jordan Muppet or no, he's another Muppet as well. He can be,
Simon Jordan.
he can be very annoying sometimes. He can be really very annoying. He could be condescending.
Is that the Man United guy?
No, he used to be the owner of.
Oh, the one with the glasses.
Yeah, he used to be owner.
I'd put him in the same category as Cundy.
Yeah, you know what it is with Simon Jordan. To me, he's very condescending, very self-opinionated. Do you know what I mean? You know,
He's very arrogant.
He's very arrogant as well. Not for me.
I remember him and Robbie went toe-to-toe on Talk Sport.
Yeah, he was having a go at
You
Robbie.
could see what he was trying to say. There was a bit of undertone there as well.
Yeah,
you could see what he was trying. You could see what he was trying to say when he was talking about because the Arsenal fan TV, the fans, because some of them wasn't born with a silver spoon. Some of them didn't come up like them. Some of them hasn't got a degree like some of them. Yeah, they think their opinion is more valid than them. And I remember Robbo went there and he went to bat for his for the guys, for troops and all that, and said, "Look, these guys." They go to all the games, the true fans, they got a right to their opinion. And talks what was going on, like their opinion wasn't validated. I remember watching that video.
But Simon Jordan was going on like what he was trying to say at the end of the day, right? If I just put this bigger, what he was trying to say, the money that sort of like Robbie makes, he shouldn't be making that money.
Nah, you think he was dodgy?
Yeah, he was begrudging him because he's making that money.
Of course, I remember,
what Robbie was saying to him at the end of the day, because I spoke to Robbie like a couple of days after. I think I was on leave from Germany at that time. And I spoke to Robbie a couple of days after, and Robbie said to me, you know, he goes like he's saying about like put it this way, he criticised me for having a Rolex, yeah. And what he doesn't understand at the day, right? When I was starting up, right. Anybody that I got to do stuff for me for the channel, I had to pay them out of my own pocket.
Yeah, he was paying them. I remember
he goes, I was doing the surveying at that time there. I was a surveyor at that time there, and I had to pay him out of my own pocket. Do you understand what I'm getting at? So really and truly, if now my business is successful now, right? Yeah, shouldn't I be able to reap the benefits of it? Shouldn't I be able to support myself?
Yeah, he worked hard for it. He worked hard.
Yeah, man, he just.
But basically, with the way he was going on, like he was making his money on like the way, you know, how he was saying that AFTV was controversial and things like that. Yeah. And he said he makes his money like that. I goes, nah, man. Look, all they are, just rich people, in their little bubble, just like politicians, that don't know how it really works on the outside. And a fair play to Robbie, man. He built his business up from scratch. He grafted. He went on. He was on the road doing. I remember when he started, and look at him now, he's a successful black man, and it's not just because he's black. He's a successful man, and, he worked hard. He worked hard.
Do you know what it is about Robbie? And what many people don't realize that I know Robbie for years.
Oh no, you do.
For years and everything that, right? And like he's that sort of person. Him and his brother are the sort of people at the day, right? When they turn their hand at something, right, they make it a success because they work hard at it. Hard at it. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah. This is what they do. They aim to be successful. Do you know what I mean? You know, people like don't realize that his brother and he's got a degree, like a master's, in marketing. He's got a master's in marketing in there. So when he goes to sort of like market, sort of like the brand and that, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of hard work that's gone in behind that in order for it to be successful. So for like a jumped up prat like Simon Jordan to come along and say, "Well, you should be doing this and you should be that."
Why?
And you're making money up there.
Why?
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. But again, you can see the undertone there.
Exactly.
They're not going to come out and say it, but they'll imply it in a different way.
Of course.
But Robbie's clever. He's educated as well. He went to a good school. He's not thick. He knows. You know what I mean? He knows. He knows how to deal with them mans.
Right. So Michael Connolly says, blonde hair bro, owner of footy team. Yeah, he was one of Crystal Palace, ex-owner. Yep, he was. Simon Jordan purchased Palace, nearly made them bankrupt. He did, yeah?
He did make them bankrupt?
Yeah, before you was forced to sell the club. He lost all his money, millions he's sour about it. Facts.
Yeah.
That is facts. Because remember at the day he invested into, in the end, he invested into a restaurant and he was out in Spain for about 20 years. You know what I mean? And the rest of it in Seville. Uncle Roz and Uncle Rob, the Craig brothers, back in the 80s. Big up Mikey Corleone.
Yeah, man.
Steve Youngo says, do you know how Simon Jordan made his money? Dodgy fucker. Yeah, he did. He's dodgy. He's proper dodgy. Big up Roz. Big up Cedric. Love and respect to Cedric. All you guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button. You know what I mean?
Mine's active now. The video's active.
Yeah, I told you.
Just now.
Make sure you hit that like button and also hit the notification button as well. Got some new people coming in. Each and every time I do my videos, I've got some new people coming in. Simon Jordan had a lot of issues with black players at Palace. Yes, he did.
See?
He also did as well. That's what people got to remember. He had a lot of issues with black players. You know what I mean? It's 80 of you inside this, inside here right now. Make sure you smash the likes before you leave. I'll read out the team. Okay, we got Becker in goal, Bradley, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, and Robertson make your back four. The two in midfield that we've gone for is Ryan Gravenberch and McAllister on the double pivot. The four attackers that we've gone for is Mo Salah on the right, Cody Gapper on the left, Szoboszlai paying a 10, and Darwin Nunes causing that chaos that we want to do as the striker. So, my friend, give me your score predictions.
I'll just put the link in there. I said I'm going live with you later.
Yeah. Cool. We've got 10 of us in it. We've got 10 of you lot in here at the moment.
Smash the like.
Smash the likes. And that's been my biggest number for a while. So I appreciate you
Big
guys.
up.
So yeah, smash the likes, man. Smash the likes. There's many more shows like this. Come on.
I think the score is going to be Liverpool 4, Spurs 2.
4-2. And Liverpool go through on the goals.
Yeah.
Mikey Corleone says 3-1, we go through 3-2 on aggregate. Steve says Simon Jordan refused to sign players if their agents were of colour, i.e. black or brown. Yeah, you see? Steve, give me your score prediction for tomorrow, please. Steve, and everybody else in the chat, give me your score predictions. You have gone with 4-2, yeah? So we go
4-2.
We go through 4-3, 4-3. We go 4-3. Michael Conley only said 3-1, go for 3-2. We smash Spurs 4-5, 6-0. We have this game won in the first half. I hope so, my friend. I say 3-0. I reckon 3-0. 3-0, and we go through on 3-1 on aggregate. Lab LFC says 4-1. Then we go through 4-2 on aggregate. Do you believe? Do you know what I mean? Either way you look at, let me just check this. I did a poll. I'm going to check my poll. Let's check my poll still. Do you know what I mean? But I think everybody's got us down for a win tomorrow, innit?
Yeah, I think we're going to win tomorrow.
Everybody's got us down for a win, boy, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Get through to the finals. Hopefully we have Newcastle in the final, and we just give them a fucking going over as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just yeah, volume's off. Okay, so I said I've put in a poll. Yeah, I've put in a poll, and I put in this poll. Yeah, does Trent Alexander deserve 300 grand a week in order to stay at Liverpool? Right? You got 33% says yes. 44% says no. 22% says undecided.
Yeah.
I mean, so at the time of closing this poll, yeah, the overwhelming majority says no, he doesn't deserve it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna.
If he wants to go, I'm not really. I'm not bothered either way. If Trent wants to leave,
Yeah.
I think he wants to leave. I think he made his mind up. We discussed this yesterday. I think he made his mind up when Klopp decided that he was leaving. I think he decided he was going to leave as well. You could see how upset he was on the last day of the season when he was crying. I think he was the only one that was crying because think about it. That's the only manager he really knew. Klopp brought him up, gave him a chance, gave him his shot, and he'll always love Klopp for it, innit?
Yeah.
And I think when Klopp decided to leave, I thought that was it then.
Cedric says 3-1.
Big up to you, 4. Yeah, man, the subscribers are growing, man. 4.4 subscribers, 4.4K subscribers.
Told you, man.
Yeah, man.
Another one says, Lab LFC says 66-1. The quad 66-1. Do you know what I mean? I might have a cheeky touch on that one, you know, still.
The quad.
No, I might have a cheeky touch on that one still, you know.
I don't know what the quad, man.
Trust me. No, but you know what I mean? It's worth a punt, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
You win it, put a $5 in it, you win, you don't. You only use a $5, don't you?
Yeah.
We start the first half like Usain Bolt does the 100 meters fast and furious. That's come from Steve. You know, that is true. That is fact. Trent Alexander deserves 300K a week. I'm with that. VVD, Salah stay, Trent goes. That's what Trudon's saying. That's what I think a lot of people think that. Big up Trudon. Make sure you smash the like as well, my friend. 44% said no, they are FSG fans. Henry from FSG voted no in the TTA poll. That would be surprised me, mate. Do you know what I mean? So what you got coming up, bro? Oh, yeah, I said sorry. Yeah, I did say 3-0 for tomorrow. Yeah. So what you got coming up, bro?
Today at 8:15 p.m. UK time. I've got a play lineup with Uncle Rods. We'll be doing that together on my channel, Keep It Sports. I'll put the link in the chat room and we're going to be discussing scores and player lineup. It's probably going to be about a 20-minute video. And it's going to be me, Uncle Rods, and Total Hammer, which is co-owner of the channel as well. And tomorrow, it's the watch-along. So you can come along to the channel and watch the watch-along. And straight after the match, we're doing a live review straight after the match. And we're going to be doing that with probably Rods if he wants to come along as well. And Total Hammer. So that's it, man. We're going to be live the next couple of days.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully going live later on with the fan fiesta. Hopefully, that should be touching down later on at 9:15. Then I will have the tomorrow is a watch long tomorrow. Okay, watch long tomorrow. Also,
live review.
Live review will be on Friday.
Yeah, but mine. Mine's gonna be after the game.
Yeah, mine will be on Friday.
Yeah.
And then I think what I may do at the day, right? I may do like a calling show.
Yeah.
On Friday evening. Yeah, look out for that, guys. I may do a calling show on Friday evening. Just come in and talk some vibes, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So look out for that. Okay, guys, that's about it now.
Big up, man.
That's about it. I'm gonna sign off now.
Catch you later, Rod.
Yeah, do remember if you're gonna watch this on a replay, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Okay, the like button, the subscribe button, and also hit the notification button, and also make sure you hit the like and subscribe on Keep It Sport channel. Yeah, do that as well, right? Make sure you do that. And guys, oh, let me take this. I've got to take this thing off, isn't it? Guys, take care, love and respect, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Big up, peace, man.